Hello Internet, this is LordMaddog and I'm coming at you with another tutorial for my meta character creator. Alright, so today we're going to talk about adding a new base head mesh and a new texture, face texture. Alright, so we're going to jump right on into it. This is going to be a little bit longer one because there's some problems with a binding assets because it takes a little bit longer to do with binding assets. So the first thing we're going to do is we got to go meta character creator. We got to go MetaHumans, and right there on top of MetaHumans, we will see these two things right here. There's a male and a female. Now, this is very important because the entire body base mesh is aligned to either a male or female. And so when you open these, make sure you do not mess with the body, because if you mess with the body, the head's not going to line up, and you're going to have the neck seam be very, very prevalent. Okay, so if you're going to be messing with the body, then you will need to make a new race, because that's how MetaHumans work. Right now, I have a female body mesh and a male body mesh. All right, and if you want to have different shapes of bodies, then you've got to have a different race. All right, so that said, I just want to make sure you understand that. We open this up, and what I've done here already, I've gone ahead and I've sculpted this character's face a little bit to be more youngish, you know, anywhere from 18 to 24. I think I've tried to make this more of a young base mesh for a female head. All right, it's not one of the defaults. My wife helped me with this. I'm not very good at art. She's a lot better with art, but this is the first time she's ever done this. I think she turned out okay. So I've already created the full rig. I've already downloaded the textures, and I've actually already assembled it, because if I assemble it on screen, it will crash because I can't record at the same time. I've tried, believe me. Okay, so we've got, and it also takes a long time. Right here, I named her Rin T49. So Rin is the name, MetaHuman is the prefix, and Rin is the name, and T49 is the face texture I'm currently using. So when you go in materials, if I hadn't already done this, you would see that T49 is the texture I'm currently using. So once you've got it all done, got your head all made the way you want, you just hit assemble. Then once it's assembled, you've got to find that where it puts it. For mine puts it in MetaHumans. Now, all of these will not be, you won't see any of these when you get the file. This is just for me creating. And right here is Rin T49. All right, we're going to go ahead and open up Rin T49, and we will grab the face mesh. We will jump to the face mesh. We will rename our face mesh to MetaHuman female. Skeletal mesh female, and we will name it her Rin. And so we'll take a second there to name, and we're gonna need to come to our databases now. Let's go to databases. That will be in our data blueprints data table, and we're gonna look for face mesh right here. Face right here. All right, so when adding a face, it is important to note that you need to have the sex and the race. The sex for female is 1, for male it's 0. Okay, and race is the current race. Right now I only have one race, so it's all my face meshes are for 0. And as I mentioned earlier, race has to deal with the body mesh. All right, so that said, let's go ahead and add a new one. Do not add it inside, do not insert, always add a new. Okay, because if you do that, some of the presets will not work because they rely on numbers to line up. All right, now we're going to go ahead and select the Rin base mesh. There we have. We're going to make it a 1 and make it a 0. All right, so that's basically done, except for we probably going to want to move her. So we're going to want to move her to where all the other ones are, which are in my common faces. So we're going to go ahead and, what in the world? Okay, sorry about that. I don't know what that small kind of laggy bit was there. Let's grab the face mesh, bring it up here, and put it into my common. I think that's where it's at. Common, is it in faces? Yes, it's in faces, yes. Sorry, it takes a few seconds to navigate this stuff sometimes. I'm going to drag and drop it into the face. Right there. Move here. There we go. And now she will be in here with all the others. All right. Now we're going to name her Rin. Okay, so there is one thing that we are probably going to want to do. Well, actually, I do, because I don't want to have bigger file size. I take and I copy all of the. I would do this off screen, but I'm just telling you what I do, so I don't have to worry about file size. I make all of these exactly the same. Every single one of these is exactly the same on all of my heads. It takes a few minutes to open them in property matrix and make sure that every single one of these is lined up. I'm not going to do it on screen, but I do it that way. When I delete all the excess files, I don't have a whole bunch of different face textures that I don't actually need, because all my eyes will always be the same type of same eyes. So all my teeth will always be the same. All my eyelashes will always be the same. My luminarcum film will always be the high will always be the same. The only thing that ever changes is the MI face skin baked test, and that's what we're going to do right now. So now that we have the database for this face, let's actually go back up Rin and come to her face here. We're going to get her base skin face here, her element, and we're also going to change this one to, I think, yeah, we're going to change it. Make sure we save it. I haven't saved anything here yet. Save. Yeah, we're gonna name it, I think, yeah, T49. I name it 49. I have to go look how I named these things again, and then I'll drag and drop this as well into its folder. So we're gonna open our face texture. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. I want Control B. Okay, we're gonna find face text. All right, yep. MI face. Okay, it's FFTT1. There. We're gonna add a new one, and we're gonna just go 49. There. So we're also gonna go ahead and rename that for myself here to make sure it's exactly what I want. F2 face. Female face texture T49. Yep. So we'll just name it face texture 49 here in the data table. Come on, stop being so slow. The computer does not like it when I'm recording. FT49. Okay, so, and if I were to take and put it where all my other faces messes are, my primary metahumans, I'm not going to do that because it took me too long to do the last one. So right now we are actually kind of done, but we do have a slight problem. Sticking budget. There we go. We do have a big problem, actually. So if I go my faces and I go all the way to the end where Rin is at. Well, it actually, oh, because this is a base messed off of something else. I wonder if I don't actually have to do that. But here, if I could change her hair, most likely what will happen is some of these, yeah, that's what's going to happen. Yep, that's exactly what. All right, and that's happening because I do not have any bindings for Rin yet. So these are going to be all over the place. She does not have any face bindings. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is, and this is where time consuming comes in. We go to our MetaHuman common. We're going to go hair. Where's it at? Face, body. Trying to remember exactly where the face mesh hairs are at. Takes a few seconds sometimes because they have a lot of files here. MetaHumans, animated body, common. I think it's common, in common. Why? No. You know what? I know exactly how to find it. But a data table, we're going to go with bindings, groom bindings list. We're going to need this one open, and we will also need hair binding. No, we just need this one open. That's right. We just need this one open. So we're going to go ahead and open this location. It brings us to our bindings table right here, our hair, which is in, where is that at? It's actually in face, hair, grooms. It's in grooms. Okay. So groomings, bindings, and we're going to make a new folder in here called Rin. 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 And what we will need to do is go and copy all the bindings in default and then paste them into Rin. And then we're going to go ahead and on this, we're going to rename them, batch rename, and then we're going to add a suffix, Rin. Apply. It'll take a few seconds. Shouldn't take that long. There we are. Now that we have that, what we have to do is we have to open up every single one of these and change it to Rin. Now, what I found the way to do this is you just click, 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 open, 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 and then you can just kind of Rin, click, Rin, click, Rin, click, Rin, click, Rin, click. And that's the way I found to do this the easiest way. So, but I'm going to show you just how to do this momentarily here. So now that that's switched to Rin, what I have to do in my my groom bindings, I have to go down at the very bottom, hit add new one, and we gotta add that one we just did. We gotta add it to my bindings. And there. And then now that eyebrow dents will work. And I have to do that for all 88 of them. Yes, all 88 of them. And if you ever add any more hairs, you have to do it for all of them as well. Those hairs as well. Because that's just how bindings. There is no runtime, no easy scripting. This is just how it works for groom bindings. It's a kind of annoying, but it's what you have to do. So I will show you that one more time. You open it up. Oh, get it Rin. I'm not going to do all these on screen because that would take forever. Then you would go, like I said, you're going to want to probably do it more than one at a time though. Hit add new and just that new one right there. And you got to do that 88 times for any new face that you add. So basically now we do have a new face head that we can use. A little lag there because that face, I don't have that afro. I do not have that hair done. Yeah, for this face. Yeah. So if I go different face, yeah, it will be perfectly fine. But if I go to her and it loads up that, it'll have that big mess. Yep, because she doesn't have her own binding. Okay, I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, shares, and comments are always welcome. Any questions, do not hesitate to ask. I will answer them as soon as possible, either in the comments or on my Discord. LordMaddog, signing off.